Hey guys, just wanted to come in and kind of share another placement breakdown that me and my team have done. It is with a immense, fast-growing e-commerce brand. I think they're pushing 8 figures out of the West Coast here, and they initially reached out to us because they wanted help to bring on a VP of Ops in addition to a VP of Engineering. We went ahead and set up that intake call. We picked it up, fully aligned, managed expectations directly with their COO and the CEO, started a search. But then the interesting turn of events is that a couple weeks in, they emailed us saying, hey, we've decided to kind of put not one, but both of these positions on pause because we just don't feel like this is a huge need right now. And me and my team, as you can imagine, we just went boom, complete utter waste of time. And it's one of those things that just happens in recruiting, but it's super frustrating because I can take it, my team can take it, but we just had to kind of share that news with the candidate, and the candidate was just not happy at all. And we didn't just have one candidate, we had multiple candidates in process, and for them to just, beginning to kind of get hope and excitement internally about this new role, and then for us to kind of go back to them saying, hey, the position no longer exists because the company felt like it's not the right time to do. Not only did it blow back on us, which is okay, we can manage, but most importantly, it just hurt the candidates. It got them super frustrated. One of them actually wanted to pull out because they're like, this is a horrible candidate experience. But most importantly, for every single one of them, it hurt their perception of the company, right? So when you decide to choose a hire, it's a big decision. I hope that you put thought into it, you put budget into it, you forecast it into it. And then, once you kind of start and you get those initial conversations started, it's a really big deal for a lot of people. They're changing their lives. They're making time out of their busy schedule. And then every subsequent interview rounds that they go into, they're hoping to get more and more and more excited. So that's what happened to some of our candidates. And unfortunately, some of them got pissed. They're like, you know what? I wasted weeks and so much time and anxiety and stress because of this, and now it's not going anywhere. And so we had to just really communicate that with the company. And if you're watching this and you're thinking about hiring, or you're thinking about basically eventually making the decision to scale and hire your team, it's very, 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 very important to make sure that, you take hiring seriously, because you are affecting people's lives, their psyche, their mindset, their emotional well-being. And so that was a huge bummer. But then they kind of, after sharing that horrible news with us, then they're like, you know what? We actually need help finding a product manager. This has been going on for quite some time. It's been a slow back burner of a position. We've used other recruiting agencies and they've all failed. And we're like, we really need help with the pipeline here. So even though we didn't end up pulling the trigger for any of the VP positions.
Are you struggling with getting responses from clients? Are you an established recruiter who is struggling to break 6 figures and beyond? Are you looking to start recruiting part-time and you don't know how? Do you feel burned out and stuck spending hours and hours each day in manual tasks like sourcing and outreaching, and feeling like you have no time to actually run and grow your business? I am absolutely happy to announce that we have launched our own recruitment, educational, and coaching program to help you on your journey. We made sure that everything I've learned in the past 10 years, the tips, the strategies that really helped me build multiple 7 figures of placements on my own desk with some of the best companies in the world, will be included in there. We'll also be including things like how you can build an acquisition system that brings in clients every month to your agency hands-free, how you can maximize the probability of a positive close during negotiations, how you can automate and outsource your day-to-day operations so that you don't have to spend hours per day researching or sourcing, how you can figure out the new and modern way to scale your agency that minimizes risk and maximizes your upside potential. And we've also included much, much more. The best thing about this is not only will you be getting amazing content, but we will also handhold you and be with you every step of the way to make sure that you are held accountable and you crush your goals. We'll also share with you our own tech stack, tools and plugins we actually use, plus everything else we know about automation and AI to help you save time, work smarter, and not be a slave to your business. The exciting news is that we've actually rolled this out to a select few people earlier this year, and I'm excited to see them well on the way to multiple 6 figures, with some breaking $30,000 to $50,000 per month already. So if you're interested to be a successful recruiter that can dominate in any market conditions, make sure you click on the link below to chat with another member of our team, and we're happy to chat with you to see if we can help you out. Make sure you jump on this really quickly. See you on the other side.
We're kind of hoping that we can maybe continue using your help, because even though we didn't end up pulling the trigger for any of the VP positions, we saw the caliber of talent that you brought to the table and we want to engage you there. So it was kind of like you lose 2, you win 1. We're still kind of negative, we're still kind of annoyed, but we're like, we'll take it. We'll give it our best shot. So we started the search, and it was very difficult because they were looking for a product manager, not someone with, just your generic kind of application, web or mobile experience. They wanted someone that also had really strong e-commerce experience, hardware e-commerce experience, not someone kind of, for example, making your random web or mobile application, imagine someone also making the hardware too, like a physical product, specifically in the consumer audio space on the West Coast, who was willing to go into the office full time. So as you can imagine, that initially made the pool a lot smaller. And so we really had our homework cut out for ourselves. We had to go out there, get people excited. Thankfully, like a lot of the comps kind of made sense. And thankfully, the benefits, the bonus, the equity, all of that kind of made sense as well. So it was a fair position, a fair offer. The title was great. The scope was great. They had a lot of growth. It was just all around like really, really positive. And so everything was aligned. And we're like, you know what? We can go out there, create like a very compelling narrative here to see what we can do. And so that's exactly what we did. We got the search going. We started building that pipeline. It was very, very difficult, but we knew exactly where to find the candidates because we are specialized. We work with a lot of e-commerce companies. I personally love e-commerce over the years. And so I got to know the talent pool and the resources to best find the talent. And most importantly, we engage them properly, right? Most of these guys probably haven't heard of our client, even though they're super big and super profitable. And so it's about finding the right people. And then most importantly, making sure we get them excited about the specific client that we had in mind so that when we do reach out to them, they actually respond and they respond in a positive manner. And that's why companies use us, because we make them sound exciting enough so the candidates would want to go out there and join them. And so we reached out to a bunch of people. We got a good number of people in the first pass respond, and we just kept going and kept really digging and building that pipeline. And because of like the nature of the specificity of this role, and because of like the long drawn out interview process, it just required us to have like a really strong and slow and steady trickle over the past couple weeks to really build that pipeline. So I think we initially got like about 6 or 7 people in the first round, making all the way down to the final 3 on the final round. 2 of them, one of them pulled out. One of them had to shut down everything because it was the holidays and they had to travel, and then they just decided it really wasn't the best fit, which was really, really annoying because that was the best candidate that we had. But then one of them ended up, being a fantastic plan B, being good enough, ended up kind of going through, getting the offer. We were able to negotiate. It was a pretty smooth negotiation process. I think they wanted about 170. The offer came out at 176, 177, plus bonus, plus equity, plus tons of growth. All around, really, really solid. And we were able to get the job done, and they finally accepted. Now, this was a role that was open months before. They used multiple other agencies. And this is why it's important to be specialized, to know your market really, really well, because you can just come in, be surgical, and deliver results almost instantaneously, making everything just seem super, super easy. And so this was a huge win for me. This was a huge win for the team. Another great deal at the end of the year here. And just huge shout out to all the work that we've done, because we know what we're doing, and there's a reason why companies come to us. And so at the end of the day, like, it just goes to show, like, know your market, know your space, have a niche, and clients will come to you as long as you can deliver consistent results over and over and over and over and over again. So really, really awesome, big deal for us. And the funny thing is, at the kicker, that our client said they might actually reach out back to us and offer us the VP of Ops and the VP of Engineering position soon, once it opens up, possibly this month or early Q1. So all else is not lost. We're just gonna have to do some damage control with companies, with the candidates that got pissed, and hoping that we can reach out back to them, re-engage them. Some time has gone by, they can forget it. So appreciate it. Hope you like the story. We'll see you on next one.